Пройшла 3,5 секунди. Номер. Ну, якщо стрім снайпери як, то що меншою ніяк?
All right, welcome to another episode of geekoutdoors.com. So in today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to live stream using OBS and YouTube and the live stream settings that I use to have the best live stream while keeping latency to a minimum. Now, my current setup is I actually have my camera here. This is my Panasonic G85 camera, and I also have a webcam. So as you can see here is my Logitech webcam. I also have my desktop that's showing here, but at the same time, I could also show my camera by itself. So this is my stream. So as you can see here, I actually am live streaming right now, okay? And so what you want to do is go here to your stream settings and make sure under stream latency, you choose ultra low latency. So if you choose that, it'll give you the best options when it comes to reducing the amount of latency. It's a big difference. And then the other thing that I highly recommend you do is actually look at your live stream on this preview and listen to it. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and listen to it. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and listen to it earlier in the video where I have my camera back where I have latency. To set a very, very important setting when it comes to latency. So I'm going to go ahead and go over listen to it, and there is no latency there. Then so at least here, in my opinion, you're good to go live streaming, and it also gives you a status. Mine is like an excellent connection, but the most important connection is really settings. And so output is where you want to go, because obviously if you're streaming, then you already have your stream key. And so I have here YouTube RTMPS, and there's my primary YouTube ingest server, and then my stream key, which you get from your YouTube stream settings. And then here on streaming, for my encoder, I'm using X264. This is software based, but if you have a better GPU, like in NVIDIA or in AMD, then you could definitely use the GPU, and it will really offload a lot of the processing that your computer has to do versus doing it all of it on your computer, okay? And if you do have an NVIDIA, it'll have a different encoder. It'll be CBR, important. Now, right now, you can go up past 4,000 kilobytes per second. I think if you set it at 6,000, that's probably like the max for most. Now, if you set it any higher, as far as I know, YouTube and other platforms like Twitch might throttle it back down. So I highly recommend that you play with these settings yourself. But at least for me, with the upload speed of 3 to 5 megabytes, 4,000 kilobytes per second does work for me. And then for my keyframe interval, I've set it at 2 seconds. CPU usage here, I have it at very fast. There are other options here. So the faster it is, the lower the overall quality, but the lower the latency. So if you go down here, then you're going to have higher quality, but you could have more latency because it's processing a higher quality video. And then your profile, I have it as main, but you can choose different ones. Baseline is the lowest, and then there's high. And then there's also tune options as well. I don't use any of these, but you could definitely play around with it, especially things like fast decode or zero latency. And so those are my streaming settings, zero latency. For recording, I have it at those are my streaming settings, zero latency. For recording, I have it at those are my streaming settings, zero latency.
I'd heard the story of the dragonborn. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Wind, our founder, his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrad. Remain true to the